children, welcome back to today's class. Today we are going to learn about the sources of medieval India. Let's listen carefully and enjoy today's lesson.
The periods from AD 700 to 1200 and AD 1200 to 1700 are classified as early medieval periods and later medieval periods.
During this period, many different dynasties came to power and declined within a short span of time. There were series of invasions which changed the course of Indian history as compared to what we have previously studied.
New societies emerged, certain regions became more powerful and prosperous, and new religions brought about changes in culture.
Numerous sources were available to the historians engaging in the study of medieval India. Information from the inscriptions, monuments, and coins are the accounts left by the Arabs, Persians, and Turks. These accounts give us a detailed information on the life of kings, but very little information about the common people. The opinions of the courtiers and chroniclers are often one-sided, written in hyperbolic languages, exaggerating kings' achievements. Now, let's study about the sources which were used to study history of medieval India. Children, what are sources? Sources are the supporting materials, documents, or records in the form of evidence that help to reconstruct the past. How can we classify the sources? Sources are classified into primary sources, and secondary sources. Children, what can we do with these sources? We can examine the political, economic, and socio-cultural developments. What are primary sources? They are inscriptions, monuments, and coins, and the informations which is available in them. Secondary sources are literary works, chronicles, travelogues, biographies. Children, now let us study about inscriptions. Inscriptions are writings engraved on solid surfaces such as stones, temple walls, and metals. The king's order, dedication, and donations are written on the inscriptions. Through inscriptions, we come to know about the lands gifted by the Chola kings. The lands gifted to non-Brahmin proprietors are called as Velavan Vagai. The land which is gifted to Brahmins are known as Brahmadaya. The land which is given for the maintenance of a school is called as Shalaboga. The land which is gifted to temples is called as Devadana. And the land which is donated to Jain institutions is called as Palichanda. Copper plates are legal documents which have significant source value. Due to the high cost of the copper plates, palm leaves and paper are used as alternatives. Several copper plates grants were issued during the later Chola period to priests, Buddhists, and persons of eminence. Both the giver and the receiver are elaborately described in the plates. Tiruvalangadu plates of Rajendra Chola I and unbilled plates of Sundara Chola are notable examples. Uttaramerur inscriptions tell us about the village administration. Children, now shall we learn about the monuments? Temples, palaces, mosques, tombs, forts, minars and minarets are called as monuments. The monuments which the Delhi Sultanate built had special features like domes, arches and minarets. The inscriptions in these contain rich information. The Khajuraho temples in Madhya Pradesh, the Dilwara temple in Rajasthan, and the Sun temple in Konark tells us about the cultural evolution in North India. Temples in Tanjore, Gangaikonda Cholapuram and Dasapuram tells us about the structures in Tamil Nadu. Quwwat ul Islam Masjid, Moti Ki Masjid, Jama Masjid, Fatehpur Sikri Dargah are the mosques belonging to the medieval India. Forts like Agra Fort, Chittor Fort, Gwalior Fort and Delhi Fort and the palaces of Jaipur and Jodhpur tell us about the greatness of the Rajputs. Qutub Minar, Alai Darwaza and the tombs of Iltutmish and Balban gives us valuable sources of information. Now shall we learn about the coins? Coins give us information on the economic condition of the empire. The coins also tell us about the conquests, expansions, trade, and religious faith. Silver tanka introduced by Iltutmish, Alauddin Khalji's gold coins, Mohammed bin Tughlaq's copper token currency tells us about the economic prosperity of the country at that time. That's all for today's class, children. I have attached a supplementary video for more information about the topic. Please do watch it. Thank you, children.